Hi everyone, welcome to Chalchitra Talks. This is another episode where Vaibhav and I sit down and we talk about our favorite YouTube creators. Who are we going to talk about today?
In the previous episode, we talked about Colin and Samir, and in this episode, we are picking up the YouTubers that you really like that I discovered through you, Ronnie and Bati. So why don't you tell us about Ronnie and Bati?
It's very interesting. We're picking up duos, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So Ronnie and Bati को मैंने 2016 में discover किया था.
Namaste G, how's everybody doing? I have to say, man, a gorgeous day out here in Manali. Winter is just around the corner.
उनकी एक video series आई थी, which was not on their channel. It was on another channel called The Vibe, and it was called Way Back Home. And it was very interesting because उस time पे कोई हिमाचल के around content नहीं करता था. But when I saw a video like Way Back Home, where somebody living in the city decides to go back home and showcase how it is to live in the wild Himachal, especially during winters. There is still one line that actually sold me on following Ronnie and Bati, and it comes in the very first episode, and in the very first few minutes, it's like, if you want to see mountains in their full glory, go in the winters. And that's actually when a lot of people advise you not to go to the mountains. And that is what Way Back Home was about. He covers a lot of families, the life during winters in Manali. And Manali is where I grew up in, and wahan se mera soft corner start hua. And then a few years later, I discovered their channel Ronnie and Bati, which I absolutely love.
Namaste Ji, or should I say, Sawadee Cup. Welcome to Thailand.
Mostly because of the production value also, but also the stories they bring to you of a small town. Like most of their videos are around Kullu, Manali, life there in the hills. And it's kind of interesting because there are a few places which I identify and recognize.
Right.
And it's so interesting to realize the kind of content you can create around them. Imagine a waterfall you go to almost every Sunday, and to present it in a very cinematic way.
Yeah.
I think that's really wonderful.
And when Vani says the videos are cinematic, they are like really cinematic. Yeah. बहुत लोग cinematic content बनाने की कोशिश करते हैं, but like when it comes to Ronnie and Bati, you can feel कि okay, they have got the fundamentals like totally right. And another thing that I noticed is like how they do the brand integration.
You know what? This is what I had in mind for the next thing.
Yeah, like why don't you tell us about it?
I really want to know your thoughts on this. You can count on fingers the number of brands they endorse. They have endorsed Sleepy Owl Coffee in a lot of videos. There are a couple more brands, but they are mostly limited to set number of brands, and you can associate those brands with them.
Oh man, that's good. That's actually good, dude. This tastes like my normal coffee which I make in a percolator.
You showed me this video today, and I think that is something we can talk about. Like every creator out there needs to have a North Star brand, right? So him having a coffee when he like reaches the peak of a mountain and he taking out the kettle and like trying to do something like really adds on to the whole idea of it. When we are doing videos, we are in the realm of books and like movies, pop culture. So we also have some brands in that regard, like where we really want to make them like our North Star brand. If there is any particular video that you can recommend to people to start with, which one would it be?
If you want to get started with Ronnie and Bati, watch their series Way Back Home.
Called the Baspa Valley. And the first thing that comes to my mind is...
It's kind of ironic because it's not on their channel, it's on the Vibe channel. Another video that I really like of theirs is Rohan had seen a UFO near Chalchitra Talks some years ago, and he finally made a video on this, and it's called My UFO Encounter at Chalchitra Talks Spiti.
It zooms up, and then I'm still looking at it, and suddenly it starts like shaking quite violently, and I can't see it anymore.
It's a very interesting vlog, but if you really want to get into their content, there is this very interesting series they did, which is called the Zanskar series. They picked up their friends, I think 7 to 8 of them in a group, and they traveled to Zanskar. They have a chef, they have a cook, they have a producer, right? All fit for a crew to travel together. And it's, I think, one of the most beautiful travelogues I've ever seen.
What are the things that they are doing right?
A lot of people think that if you live in the Himachal or if you live in the Himalayas, you will get good videos automatically. Ronnie and Bati make it look so easy, but it's not. I can imagine जब वो एक चलता हुआ shot लेते हैं तो पहले वो camera set करते होंगे जाके, then somebody would practice and then they would come back and shoot.
You also did a series in the Himalayas called
Records from the Hills.
Is it also like somewhat inspired by what Ronnie and Bati were doing?
I think we kind of looked at them for inspiration because we knew they'd do that. And we just wanted like, okay, so this is how we can film. There were shots that were inspired. But was the series inspired by them? I don't think so.
But it's great, like if we still looked up to them,
right.
like in regard
because
to...
they are wonderful. Their production value is A1. So Rohan is also a musician, I believe. So he gives his own music.
What are some of your favorite Ronnie and Bati videos that you would recommend to people?
One was the UFO encounter, one is the Zanskar series. Oh, I should also recommend his music video. So he released a song, I can't remember the name of the video now, which was obviously very catchy and really nice. But then you look at the video, which features one of his friends, and she's just randomly walking along a mountain, dancing, chilling. It's like as if nobody is watching, as if nobody's business. And I think it's a really, really nice music video. You get the drone shots of her dancing alone on a peak. It's really nice. And it's really wonderful. Do you remember any of their videos?
I've seen some of their videos, I think in the Laol Spiti region. But yeah, like I really loved their content as well. So I think we should also get them on the channel.
Yeah, we do want to get them on the channel.
So if Ronnie and Bati, you guys are watching, come on Chalchitra Talks.
Yeah, please
do.
If
you're a follower of Chalchitra who also happens to know Ronnie and Bati, send this video to them and send this part to them by cutting a clip. But this was great, guys. This was great, Vani. And guys, do check out Ronnie and Bati. And for our next episode, tell us whom you want us to cover. And we'll be back soon. Bye.
Bye.